Hey, this is your guy Larry. I'm talking to you from Sacramento, California. It's November 22nd, 2019, and just kind of doing a short little video on pretty much what I've been doing for, say, the last year. Excuse me. So I've been doing a podcast, and it's been going pretty well. First of all, shout out to Anchor. Anchor is the pretty much one-stop shop where I can record, I can host, and I can produce my own podcast with the help of Anchor. They provide you with a way to record off your phone. Also, you can also edit it as well as doing background sounds and music and interludes and things like that, but all within one single app. I love the app. The app is very easy to use, so if you're into trying to make your own podcast, I highly suggest you use Anchor. Anchor's, like I said, is very easy, and especially if you are just starting out as a podcaster and you don't have the equipment, like say a microphone or anything, with Anchor, it's already provided inside the app altogether. So anyways, that's pretty much what I've been doing. It also produces, or they distribute the podcast to all the podcast catchers. Right now, currently, I'm on iTunes Music, or I guess they consider it Apple Music now. I'm also on Spotify. I'm on Google Play. I'm also on Stitcher, Radio Public, Podbean, and just a host of others, Google Podcasts, as well as Google Play Music as well. So again, my podcast, so what is it about? Well, the title of it is Blknerd Podcast. It's spelled Blknerd, and it is about a mixture of 4 different topics. Sometimes I get into tech news, like the latest things. I usually read articles from different areas like The Verge, IGN, also Core Cutter News is a big one that I usually get a lot of information from. Also movie news, so I love talking about movies, the movies that are coming out for the week or for the month, things that are trending in movie news. I love all things Marvel, DC Universe, things like that, action stuff, as well as some other genres besides that, Also, another thing I like to do is I like to talk about video games. I've been a video game head since I was a kid. My first video game console was actually an Atari 2600 that was bought for me by my mother. And so Atari 2600, I went from that to, I graduated to my first Nintendo, which was the original NES, and then I went from the Super NES, and the rest is history. I've been rocking with Nintendo for a long time. In between that, I've had other video game consoles, like I had a Microsoft Xbox. I had that. I had the original, the 360, as well as the Xbox One. So those are the things that I really enjoy talking about. I love talking about video games. Latest of video games, I currently have, the Nintendo Switch. So the Nintendo Switch is the one that I have right now, and I'm loving it. I actually have a Nintendo Switch Mini. So days like this where I'm able to sit out in the car and kind of record, or maybe take a break and play a game and stuff like that. I mean, it's awesome for it. So yeah. And the last thing I like to talk about is my Bible stuff. So I'm a Christian. I enjoy talking about the Lord. I enjoy talking about, things that are in the Bible, as well as devotionals and things like that. I enjoy talking about those things. And so I love sharing my faith, love sharing, things that I've read in the Word of God. So, hey, when you get a chance, give me come by and check me out. That's Blknerd Podcast. I'm on all those places that I've mentioned to you, and hope to find you there. Anyways, what I've been doing is November 22nd. It's almost Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving right around the corner. So I'm not sure if you guys are ready, but about as ready as I'm going to be, put it that way. And then on top of that, we're going to have Christmas coming. And Christmas is normally my favorite time of year. I love Christmas. I've been working on a Christmas playlist, and I love everything about Christmas. The music, the season, the festivities, just the lights, people getting prepared and, putting lights on their houses and things like that. I love Christmas so very much. So anyway, just wanted to, like I said, I wanted to give you an update. I know I haven't done a YouTube video in a while. I've been learning more and more about, YouTube and what YouTube can do for me. Again, it's kind of a raw footage, so I'm still learning how to edit and things like that. But yeah, one of my goals eventually is to come at you with a real YouTube channel, something that that I can really just be able to communicate with my audience members and things like that, and of course build an audience. So anyways, any suggestions that I have, or what have you. Also, if you guys want to know anything about Lyft and Uber, like I said, I'm a Lyft and Uber driver. I can give you all kind of tips on, what to do, what not to do. Mainly like driving safety and things like that. I used to be a bus driver as well, so I have a lot of experience when it comes to driving, like professional driving, or I would say just making sure that you're like defensive driving is really what I'm trying to say. So defensive driving is very, very important because, regardless, if you have an accident, it's an accident, but you want to make sure at the end of the day that this accident is not something that is your fault. Another thing is defensive driving is also taking that extra step to pretty much see whether or not, that person behind you is paying attention. So, when you're out driving and stuff, remember, you got a passenger in the car with you. You want to make sure for sure that you're driving as safe as you can be. If you get in an accident, the liability on that is great. I mean, as a Lyft driver, of course, they do have coverage, but the bottom line is you have that passenger in the back of your car or in your car, and that creates a little bit more sense of anxiety in a way, because you want to make sure that, by all means, that their ride is safe with you. So anyways, like I said, I just took a little time to pretty much, be in the airport lot and wait for a ride and whatnot. But hey, again, I'll go ahead and publish this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this is something that you would like to see more of me, giving you some experiences that I've had out here, and also, in regards to pretty much like my podcast and whatnot. You can catch my podcast, like I said, on all these other things. I highly, encourage you to subscribe and share my podcast, but by all means, subscribe, because that's what I really want. I would love to have, subscribers even on this channel. So anyways, just wanted to, as you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, in case I don't see you before then or do a video before then. And yeah, I'll be talking to you next time, and have a blessed day, have a blessed week, and God bless your family as well. All right.